right, starting the Bartram Trail. There's the Chattooga River down there and Russell Bridge where I started. "19 miles to make it to Warwoman Dell." That's where I'm gonna try and camp tonight. Crossing over the Chattooga. This is really scenic. That is cool. Hey everybody, so I just want to let you guys know, if you plan on doing this trail nobo, it's pretty easy from Russell Bridge. I've already made it a mile in 19 minutes. I'm not even moving that fast. I don't think I am anyway. So yeah, you see how flat it is, and you'll leave the Chattooga River from time to time, but you'll go back to it. I think it's about 8 miles. You'll be walking along the river for 8 miles. So the Georgia section has yellow rectangular blazes. North Carolina has white blazes. So this is going to remind me of the Foothills Trail with all these little bridges across streams, walking near the Chattooga River. All right, guys, I've got an interesting story I'd like to share with y'all. So the glasses I'm now wearing, which I wear on all my hikes, well, I lost them on the last hike. When I was on the Art Lope Trail, I was at the Butter Gap shelter the last night, and in the morning, I like to shake my tent out to shake out all the dirt, and they were in a mesh pocket. Well, they fell out. I didn't even hear them fall, but I was about 1.5 miles down the trail when I realized it. I go to push them up on my face, so I'm so used to doing that when I'm on the trail because they fall, especially since I didn't have the nose piece to hold them up, but there was nothing to push up. So I realized what I'd done. I remembered that I left them in the mesh pocket and that they'd probably fallen out of the tent. So I wasn't going to go back. I should have, because they're $500 prescription eyeglasses. But I asked my good friend Hank, who accompanied me for the first night out on the trail, if he would be able to do it, to go back there within 24 hours, if possible, and see if he could find them, because I knew they had to be in front of the shelter. Well, the good soul that he is, he went out and did it for me. He went out on a day hike in the rain, and he retrieved them. You should check out his YouTube channel, where he documented it. Hiking with Hank out and about with Graybeard. Yeah, so I offered to pay him, but he wouldn't accept the money. I made him take it because I was so grateful. So, moral of the story, just be careful where you leave your valuables, because something like that, you know, it's just, I wouldn't want to lose them. I was too lazy to go back because I realized that I wanted to get done with the trail. 4.26 miles in. Be a nice place to camp if you got a late start, right by the stream. I'll try and document these parts of the trail where the better camping and streams are, where it's a little questionable. That river is beautiful, no question about it. Imagine it must be a lot of fun to go kayaking down. Nice bridge to cross. 6.6 miles in, and there's all kinds of camping in here. Sure does look like the Foothills Trail in this section. Walking along the same river, the mighty Chattooga. All right, so it was a little bit sketchy here. I couldn't see where the blazes continued on the trail, so I crossed over these fallen logs. Luckily, there were some branches for support to hold on to, but yeah, the blazes all but disappeared. So this is the way on this side of the creek. All right, so I've reached the famous rock that has the trail miles on it. And it's showing that War Woman Dell is 12 miles ahead. I've already gone about 10 miles, and that would put me at 22 miles for the day. My guide says it's 18.8 miles from Russell Bridge, where you start, to get to War Woman Dell. So that would put me at 3 miles past what the guide says. So we'll see what it turns out to be at the end of the day. You see the trail starting to go up the hill here from the forest road. So the trail is now on a ridge. Left the river a while back, and it's pretty dry over here. At 11 miles in, there are multiple campsites showing up on the map, but I didn't see any creeks crossing the trail at any of those points, not till you get to War Woman Dell, which should be about another 7.5 miles away. Coming into some views here on the ridge. So there have been a few blowdowns on the ridge here. You see the one behind me. I got my rain gear on because it started spitting rain for about 15 minutes. So I put it on just in case, but it stopped. But hopefully it won't be a lot more blowdowns as I go further along. Bob Gap. Somebody left a gallon of water, I guess, because it's a pretty dry stretch of trail here. So that was pretty nice of them. I don't know, I think I'll leave it for the next person. Although I do need water. And it crosses a forest road again. Finally came to some water. It's been a really dry stretch for about 7 miles. So I'm at mile 15.32, and the last time I had water was along the river. So I'm gonna camel up here and press on. All right, it's 7 o'clock, and I've reached War Woman Dell at 18.8 miles in. I'll show you around a little bit, even though it's dark and it's raining, which the forecast called for rain all day tomorrow, so no surprise. So here's the pit toilet. And I'll take you over to the sign. So here's the picnic area here, and it'd be nice to be able to stay here, but camping is not allowed. I didn't see any signs, but that's what I read. Look at this structure right by the trail. Got pipes and stuff in there. Well, it'd be nice if I knew the name of this waterfall. It's on Becky's Branch, but I'll put it in the video. It's a beauty. Too bad I couldn't have caught it during the day. All right, folks, So I made it to camp pretty late. It was close to 9 o'clock. It is now around 10:30, and you can see how I have my campsite set up by the water. Well, you could hear the water, but I have my tent under my rain fly from my hammock, just to give me an added layer of protection from the rain. It did stop raining once I got to camp, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so I'm assuming it could rain tonight. So I have it set up just to give me a little bit more protection from the elements. And I'm sorry I didn't film the camp more. I was pretty tired. I put in 21.6 miles in 8 hours 40 minutes moving time. So like I said, it's 10:30 and I'm going to sleep. I'll be talking to you guys in the morning.